Well, I'm not one for enjoying tedious processes like this, but this edge banding really does go a long ways. You need to clean up a little bit of glue in here and give it a final sand. But basically that edge banding is covering up the edges of the plywood. So on the edges of the plywood, it doesn't look the nicest there. Plywood is made out of real wood. It's just different layers of real wood sandwiched in between glue, and it gives it a lot of extra added strength and moisture resistance. Then the edge banding is also fine strips of real wood with a glue on the back that you iron on. Now, my dad brought me poplar edge banding from the United States that matches the plywood that I could find here perfectly. And then I somehow lost it. Last week, Heather and I built all of these drawers for the kitchen, and I stopped because I couldn't find the edge banding. And then I spent the entire weekend tearing the house apart, tearing all of our tools apart, looking for it. And I somehow lost that entire roll. This is the only thing I can find here locally. I'm not even sure what species it is, but it's not poplar. I'm pretty sure it's oak. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's going to bother anybody. It's better than having the exposed plywood. This is the only... I'm not even sure it's not poplar. Exposed plywood. I'm not even sure it's not poplar. Locally, I'm not even sure. I'm not even... So I need to do 3 layers in total of this clear coat finish, as well as a sanding between layer 2 and 3 to make sure that everything turns out as smooth as possible. Although I'm not very good at getting these nice and smooth, but it's good enough for us, that's for sure. While I wait for these coats to dry, I'm gonna start on a stone project, which I'm excited to get back into. Now, it's a very small stone project, but I need to protect the pipes that I just ran, what was it, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, just because I'm afraid that if anything falls over on them or whatever, that's just gonna be a disaster. So it's time to cover those up. Just taking a quick break to remind you of the importance of protecting your personal data while online, and to tell you about today's video sponsor, Delete Me. If you aren't aware, Delete Me are the privacy experts that we've been using for nearly 2 years now to protect our personal data online. Obviously, as you know, it's very easy to have your personal data, things like your email address, your phone number, and your personal home address, unfortunately leaked around and even packaged up by data brokers and sold off to the highest bidder to anyone who might want it, whether that's advertisers or scammers. That's where the majority of those annoying spam calls come from, as well as those phishing emails and proper scams like identity theft. But when you sign up for Delete Me, you'll get a privacy report within 7 days that shows where all of your information is left public, and then their privacy experts will go to work having that information removed on your behalf. It's going to be astonishing how much public information you're going to find on your very first report, but with each quarterly report, that information will be less and less, and they're constantly scouring the internet, making sure that new information doesn't pop up, and if it does, they have that removed as well. If you'd also like to join Delete Me, you can go to joindeleteme.com/Voyagers to get 20% off, or scan the QR code on screen now, or simply use the coupon code Voyagers at checkout. But with that, thank you so much to Delete Me for sponsoring today's video. So it did just dawn on me that even though I've done a lot of stone work, this is technically my first stone project by myself. Even though we built that massive, what is that, a nearly 40-foot long wall by 12 to 15 foot high with a fireplace. That was a monster project. Even though it was basically just me and Alessio the entire time, I still had Alessio as my supervisor. If I did something wrong, he would come in and correct it, explain to me why it was wrong. So technically, even though it's just a little baby wall, this is my first project by myself, which there's just something about stonework that's so relaxing. I just realized it's way past lunchtime. I don't even care. I'm just having fun with it. I don't know. It might be odd, but I love it. Well, here's the finished results. It's amazing how much a few stones can make a big difference. There were just a ton of ugly tubes running along back there, and eventually I still need to cover up a few more back there, but...
That's amazing. What
do you think?
I am very impressed.
Well,
it
thank
looks
you very
so
much.
good.
It's just so exciting having a massive pile of stones lying around for all the little projects that will come. This one needed to get done for several reasons, mostly because it was ugly and because it was very fragile. And if that pipe broke, that was a lot of work that I did not want to have to redo. But all of those stones are going to come in so much handy in the future. I'm thinking garden beds, planter boxes, all kinds of cool stuff, as well as those really big projects like the stone sauna. So long term, I would take that same height and take it all the way across here, basically turning it into one long stone bench.
Yeah, that'll be amazing.
And then I'm not sure, but I might want to take stone steps up to the terrace up above, or just leave it as a bench. I'm not sure.
That'd be cool.
So anytime I'm cutting off tiny little strips, I try to break them up and set them aside, because how nice will that be someday? Someday when I'm lighting a fire, whether it's in the fireplace here or in the outdoor barbecue, I'm just gonna really thank myself that I set these aside as kindling to make it easy to start a fire. We recently went to a friend's house for a barbecue, Carlo, who you guys love so much, and we struggled so long to start the fire for the barbecue, and it's because there was no kindling. So ever since then, every time I have little strips of wood, I just set them aside in a dry place. Making drawer slide support. So these guys will slide inside of the cabinets, and then I can have something to screw the, what do you call them, the drawer slides to.
Okay, cool.
Oh, this is awfully tight.
Uh-oh. It's a little, I should have used a different burner.
No, it's fine.
Would you like some toast?
So I only have enough drawer slides for I think 6 drawers, and I need to go back because they only had 6 in the store.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to prioritize maybe these.
Other than the silverware drawer is the one I'm most concerned with. Anything else is just extra bonus. I don't know where anything's going to go yet. But the silverware drawer is, I would love to have that. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I have recently started cooking for the first time with stainless steel pans. And I have to say, I am in love and I'm never going back. Scrambled eggs are definitely the hardest to get not to stick, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm figuring it out. If you have any stainless steel tips, let me know. But it's been a game changer for me. We've been using these kind of plastic holding containers for silverware and other things right now because we haven't put the drawers in the kitchen. So I'm very, very happy that we're finally going to have some drawers so I can keep my silverware in and we can kind of get rid of these extra storage options we've got going on. We'll use those for arts and craft supplies or other things for the girls' room probably. But it's just one step closer to getting this kitchen finished.
I can see you. I knew I should have made this removable. We nailed it down.
Whoops.
I mean, I could rip the nails out, but I'll just work around it.
Yeah.
This is why your cabinets aren't ready to install until you put your drawers in. Or at least don't put the countertops on. We're not exactly doing things the proper way. We don't exactly do anything the proper way. That's half the fun of it.
Exactly. Gotta just kind of figure it out as you go.
Yeah. So it doesn't need to be perfectly flush. I can adjust it later, just kind of relatively.
Generally close.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoop this back. Is your fingers in the way?
Nope.
That's the. Oh, it's okay. I understand.
It's the spring or whatever.
All right. 3 screws is enough.
Sounds good.
Drawer slides make me really nervous because there's like no tolerance. It needs to be spot on, both width and everything, especially these ones. These are, what do you call them? Full extension, ball bearing drawer slides. There's not a lot of giveaway. Like, I like things that allow me to make mistakes and it still works. This is not one of those things. That'll be our spacer. Yes, this is what I mean. Doesn't exactly close properly. It means it's rubbing on something. Likely means the drawers are a little bit too big, or I don't even know. Oh, it's even worse. What in the world? I would say it's a little bit too much soft close. You really have to kind of encourage it to go in. But, you know, when you build things DIY, sometimes that's what too much. Hey, that one worked. Just gotta be a little bit more forceful. Perfect. Sometimes too much. Hey, that one worked. Hey, that one worked. They work.
Yay! They look
I
amazing.
don't like doing tedious things.
I'm so sorry. I appreciate it
The
so
amount
much,
of
though.
fine tuning to get them to soft close. I actually found it was easier to just leave all of the screws super loose so that there's a little bit of play in them. They're still nice and strong, but this way, you have to be a little forceful on them. And then you like my homemade knobs.
I do.
It's just gonna, you know, it'll be a while before I get to the doors and the drawers where we can place the actual knobs, but...
It's very thoughtful. Thank you so much.
And then here's a happy accident. Remember how I couldn't find the right edging? Well, this is actually walnut. So it's the exact match to this, which is kind of, you know, it's almost like a stylistic decision. It's almost like we intended to do it, but no, it was a happy accident.
How are you going to fix it?
I don't know. Let's see if this fixes it.
Yeah, it's a long drawer.
Doesn't close properly, that's the problem. I've been using these ice cream sticks as spacers because if it's just a little bit too small, I can prop out the drawer slides using the spacers and, you know, fixes my mistakes.
So close.
Hey,
That's good.
we're taking a page
That's
from Chloe's book.
That works.
It works. You have to be a little rough with it, but
All
I
right.
bet once you weight it down with silverware and stuff.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Better.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
So now I can move out of this
Oh, yeah.
plastic container and put our stuff in the shelves. So now I'm very excited
yes.
about. get things a little bit more situated and organized. I still don't know exactly how I'm gonna organize everything. It kind of comes in phases for me, but
So now I can.
we're getting close.
So now I
I'm
can.
done with drawers for today because thankfully I can't find the rest of them. I thought for sure I bought 6, which I bought everything the store was selling that day. But
So
I
now I
can only
can-
find 4 of them.
It's
So
fine.
I
It's
have
enough
to
for
go
me.
buy
now I
more
can-
anyways.
Yeah,
So now I can
it's great.
Yes. So, sure I bought